Yes, guys, what's happening? I'm Adam McCauley, Stephen Howson. This is Stretford, Paddock. United, top of the league.
Don't know the words to that song.
How are you feeling about that?
Do you know what? I think it would be understandable if the players was nervous tonight because it wasn't a great vintage performance from anybody. I think it was pretty ordinary performances from a lot of people. But I would say, who gives a toss? And if we fluff our way to 1-0 with weird VAR decisions, both ends, all the way through to the end of the season, well, we are champions, our kid. So who gives a fuck?
Most definitely. And there was a pretty good United side that went on to win the double that kept winning 1-0 once upon a time. 1-0 isn't the worst result, and it's the kind of result that can build that momentum, isn't it? And we've had tight results against Wolves with a late victory, against Aston Villa coming straight back as soon as they levelled up with us, and then getting this win today against a Burnley side that, you know, their position in the table isn't great, but they absolutely fought and scrapped for everything today, and we had to be at it.
Yeah, and look, Burnley are Burnley, right? You know what? Like, it does exactly what it says on the tin. You're getting 4-4-2, right? You're getting lump it into the box. You're getting fight for everything. You're getting we're gonna have 10 men behind the ball, and we got that. And we did create openings, but we didn't create enough clear-cut chances. But we got the chance that we got, and we took it. And honestly, I didn't even celebrate it because I was in fucking shock. Marcus has had 3 hours to pick out Pogba, unmarked on the edge of the box, who's volleyed it in from 20 yards.
Surprised Rashford did a step over and go for the shot that way.
To be fair, yeah, it wasn't a good game from Rashford. Do you know what? I think I saw Sky give Gary Neville give Pogba man of the match, and I'd lean to him and Bayer. But outside of that, I wouldn't really think anybody necessarily had a good performance. It was a pretty ordinary performance from everybody. You know, an ordinary is not shit. People need to remember it's not good and shit. There's pretty ordinary.
Well, Manchester United shouldn't have to be out of this world to beat Burnley.
No, they shouldn't have to be out of this world, and thankfully we weren't, and we didn't.
At half-time, I thought it weren't going to happen.
Well,
you see some of the decisions.
Did you hear what I was saying?
Go on.
I said patience. Okay. It's going to come. There's chances and opportunities being created. I thought we held on to the ball a little bit better in the second half. We moved a little bit with the front three, and we got numbers into the box at times, and that's ultimately, I think, where the result ended up coming from. We were resolute at the back. I thought Bay's defending at times was fucking mint.
He's the perfect foil for Maguire, isn't he?
Well, you mean he's actually vocal and a leader? I think being forced to be a leader for Maguire has taken something out of him. It's rocked him somehow, or it's made him think about, he's got to think of other things rather than just focusing on his game. But Bay tells him stuff, and Bay communicates, and I don't think he's a constant chatterbox. But I think certainly Maguire doesn't have to worry about him. And that's one less person he's got to focus on, and he can try and work better on himself when he's playing with Bayer. I also just think that he's a dynamic player and character. And he was marking 2 people at once at some stages.
Because Maguire was going and he was sitting where.
Yeah, and he'd challenge this guy, and then he'd go and challenge that guy and get a block in and stuff like that. And I just think his speed of thought and his defensive instincts is fucking great. And he gets across ground really well, and he puts mad fucking blocks in, and he's very effective. The only issue that's ever been with Eric Bailly, and it's the same with Tuan Zabi, is they're not available enough, and that is it. If we can keep the guy fit, you've got a fucking player on your hands.
Most definitely. Ollie has opted throughout the season to chop and change that midfield. I thought today he got it spot on with the Matic and Pogba selections. Pogba possibly having his best game of the season. I
thought it was quiet in the first half. He kept on holding the ball.
He did the dirty work well in the first half, didn't he?
I thought it was boring in the first half. I thought he was very safe. And with Paul Pogba, you want to let his freak flag fly sometimes. And you've got to let him beat a man. You've got to let him create overload. You've got to let him get into the box. You've got to let him shoot. You've got to let him bring that side of his ability out. I thought, yeah, he offered a good option, but then he passed it back to the centre halves. He just wasn't brave enough for me with the ball. And in the second half, I think that changed, but only a little bit. He was still looking after the ball. Maybe he was consciously trying to make better decisions. Maybe he was consciously trying to They'll keep hold of the ball a little bit. Maybe he was constantly trying to take the sting out of the game. And this is sometimes things that you don't notice on first watch because you're just reacting to what's happening. This is maybe something that I go home and watch them with a brew with no sound on, and I just watch them. And that you go, oh, I think I'm getting what he's trying to do here. And you look at the volume of free kicks United were getting, and you look at the amount of times that we lost the ball in midfield, they got free kicks in that area, and they put us in danger. You don't know if someone like Pogba's going to go, I'm going to keep this fucking basic bullshit today. I'm not going to give any reasons for a foul. I'm not going to give the ball away. Because when we get on the ball, we need to actually look after the ball to try and slowly move up the pitch and put them under pressure because of the style of play and the way, like especially in the first half. Do you like? I said it at half time when Cavani went down, and it was pathetic from the elbow. But maybe that was experience from Cavani because United had been under absolute bombardment from long balls and big pumped up free kicks. And I just wonder, has Cavani gone, I'm going to go down at any opportunity here? And then he
did in the second half once where, the defender pushes someone off and he never got the free kick and it looked really bad. But I suppose when you're trying to get them silly tackles and Nemanja Matic is another one that does it
a bit of time.
At one point Burnley broke on us and he just went, all right, I'll foul you here and then just jog back in. And it's like, you need that experience at times.
Yeah, and I think that's something that you don't realise when you're playing a load of 18, 19-year-olds and they want to go, give me the ball, I want to show you what I can do. And actually sometimes the most effective thing you can do is just slow the tempo down at times. And I thought that was what Cavani was trying to do. I think you're right. I think Matic was trying to do it. When he went down at the end, I was like, I think he's gone down with experience there. And it turns out maybe it was his groin, but ultimately I think that was something that was playing a part. And I love that level of intelligence. And people call it shithousery, but that's just fucking football intelligence for me.
Most definitely. Look, we've had, our front three get goals and they do all that stuff. But does it feel a bit good because of the start of the season when we were conceding goals and we were looking shaky? Does it feel a bit better to get these kind of wins now? Because we know we can batter teams. But to actually get a 1-0 win, get a clean sheet again, because there were few and far between at the start of the season.
I'm very happy we've got a clean sheet. I'm very happy we just picked up 3 points against not a good opposition, but an awkward opposition, because that's what they are. They're awkward. And you see their last 4 home games. I think they played Wolves and Everton and I think Crystal Palace. I think they had 3 wins and a draw, something like that in them. And you just think, this is a team that no one really comes around it, apart from City. I know City got in
5-0
absolutely fucking smack them to pieces. But most teams don't go do that. City have obviously just got their number and that's what they go do. But most teams don't go do that. And when Burnley managed to nick a goal, they can definitely keep a clean sheet and hold on to you. They're very good at that. So I was impressed that we managed to keep them at bay, despite their strengths being something that we're generally weak at, which is crosses. And we kept a clean sheet. We go top of the league.
Say again?
Not joint top.
Say again?
Top.
Top.
Top of the league.
Proper top.
Yeah. So you can't grumble at that. Now, what I want to do is temper everyone's expectations a little bit. Liverpool do not lose at home. If we get a draw at weekend, that's a fucking great result.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That is a great result. But I would like to go there and beat them,
If we go there and beat them, it's a statement
reasons.
win, isn't
Yes.
it? It's a statement win.
We've been shit against the top 6. If United can go there, and I don't give a fuck if it's the most Jose Mourinho tank parking we've ever fucking seen. If we go there and 1-0 them, you better celebrate it. Because that is fucking monumental. 6 points clear.
And that's the thing. City will be banking on either both teams to drop points or United to take points off Liverpool so they can go top.
I think if we draw, they can catch us.
They can go top, I think, pretty much.
Because
if they win their game in hand, they're 1 behind us. So then if we draw that and they win their games in hand, they can go 1 ahead of us. What I'm glad about speaking to you here is we're talking about a 1-0 win. At half-time, I was pretty certain after this game I'd be sitting here fuming at Kevin Friend.
I said patience, mate.
Was you going to say pregnant?
I saw it. I said patience.
But those decisions in the first half.
Yeah, they were shocking. But I thought Burnley looked like they were tiring. And I thought we had the firepower. And I thought just a little bit of patience. Maybe I actually said, let's try some long-range shots. Because I felt like we was getting a bit of luck with them.
Martial had one in the first half, as well saved. And Cavani, I think, had one in the second.
I just said, a little bit of patience, a little bit of quality, and we'll get this done. What's good about this United team is it does have a resilience about it. It does seem to have goals in it. This isn't the Louis van Gaal United or even the Jose Mourinho United where you go, we could play till next week and we're not fucking scoring. There's goals in this team. I believe in this team to score. And I'll believe in this team to score against anybody. You know, even if we play the Scousers next week, we could break on them and score. Not a problem, especially if they're playing fucking Henderson in defence. So that's something I have confidence in this side to always do, is to go and find a goal. Now, the issue is, and how you, like I said last week, how you turn yourselves into a ruthless winning machine, is you've got to keep clean sheets. The best United side I ever saw was the 07, 08, 09 side. They kept like fucking 21 clean sheets or something bananas like that in a season. Hours without conceding a goal.
Now they were world record, wasn't it?
They were sensational going forward, but they also was like, fuck you, mate, you ain't scoring against us. And that is why they won 3 on a bounce as well as the Champions League, because there was a fucking ruthless winning machine. United aren't ruthless yet. We're probably not even close to being ruthless yet. I still think our confidence is fragile, and I still think it's not necessarily built on anything real. We have to win things to have inbuilt confidence. Like the Scousers at the minute, they play with confidence. They won a Champions League, they won the league.
They drop points, they're shocked.
Yeah, they turn up and we're going to fucking beat you. We're going to absolutely tear you to pieces. We don't have that confidence because it isn't built in anything just yet. So I would just like, look, if it falls off from here, which it might, I still make City favourites for the league.
Yeah.
If it falls off from here, it falls off from here.
But if we win every game, 21 is coming.
If we win every game, yeah, we will. But let's be real with ourselves. We will not do that.
Yeah. But, okay, now, that was a joke, but this is serious. If we go on a similar run to what we did
from January
from Burnley last year to the end of the season.
Be all right.
I know we were helped with a little break in between, but
that'll all be empty.
One could be coming soon. We could get another break soon. We'll be top of the league. Oh, man. Don't cancel football, actually. Any final words? What would your message be to the... No, I don't want you to get cheesy and point down the camera and that. But what would your message be to the team at this point?
I would say try and make a statement against Liverpool. And I know Ollie's not going to be thinking of how not to lose this. I think he'll be thinking they're weakened enough. Let's have a go at them. Because we're almost full strength, if not full strength, right? If you're good enough to beat anyone, you can beat these, yeah? At this moment in time. I would say go make a statement. Because even though the 3 points against Liverpool is worth the same as it is against Burnley, and you do, take a draw away at your rivals. It's on them to win those games, and a draw is a good result. But the confidence and the damage to their confidence, if you go and turn them over at a place, they really don't lose at Anfield at the moment. They're fucking magic there. You go and beat them at Anfield, and then they're looking at you in the table, whether they're 3-4 points off it. Yeah, and they're going... Not only are they looking at you going, can we catch them? You've also got it in their heads and in their hearts that, well, they fucking beat us.
And if we slip up, we're fucked. And they'll be thinking 6 points clear and we got to go to Old Trafford.
Possibly with fans back. It's like right at the end of the season, isn't it?
May the first. Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Don't get me. Don't.
Right, hang on. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Whip it out. Right. Blood it up a little bit. Start touching it. Right. We're within 3 points. Whether we're even top or 3 points above them, 3 points below, I don't give a fuck, right? May the 1st. It's the first game the whole stadium's allowed back in. How many games left is there after that? About 3, 4? Yeah. You beat them and put one hand on the trophy. Can you imagine how loud, if that's the first game back?
Injection.
Yeah, all the anti-vaxxers, Ronaldo will be like, stick it in me twice. I fucking go in. We're having it. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think that'd happen, but football's about romanticism, sport's about romanticism and about moments like that. Just imagine, whether we fucking blow the league or not this year, imagine the first game back is us and the Scousers and it's close. Ooh. The noise in that place. No one will have a voice left after 15 minutes. Yeah. People will just be standing there going, ah!
Oh, Jesus. And on that note, your man of the match was?
I agree with Sky. I'd say Pogba. But shout out to Bay. He was very close, if not man of the match.
Maguire, Matic, honourable shout-outs as well. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and comment, sharing, subscribing. Go check his podcast out with Rio. Go check out his 5 Things in the Morning.
Oh, we got Rennie coming on Howson's Brew on Friday. Yeah. Tune in on this channel, 4 o'clock. Should be good. Can ask him anything you want. I don't know if he'll answer it, but you can ask him, but he might not answer it.
It's not Howson's Brew, it's mine. See you in a bit.